Welcome back. It's hockey time. Nervous vet in the house. We had two games yesterday, two elimination games. What happened? I guess we'll never know. Just kidding. I've got you guys covered. Let's see what the scores were on May the 1st. May the 1st. Already in May. Years flying by. Oh, yeah. Two games with the same exact score. What the hell? What are the odds? That punk punch is going down very smoothly, and I also had coffee this morning, so I'm a little more energetic than usual. It's Friday, girlfriend's off work, we're going to hit up Bass Pro Shop, and we're going to do a bunch of fun stuff today, so I'm excited to get this video knocked out and get on with my day, get out of the house for once. But before we do any of that, we got to talk about Stars in the Wild. Stars in the Wild, this is supposed to be the series. This is the series everyone's talking about. I picked the Dallas Stars to go all the way to the Stanley Cup because they had the most complete lineup and the most dangerous power play all year. And it was looking like that could be the case until like 4 or 5 days ago. What happened? Minnesota's up 3-2 in that series. I think Dallas was up 2-1, and now Minnesota has stormed all the way back. And the series went back to Minnesota last night because they started off in Dallas. Games 3 and 4 were in Minnesota. Game 5, back in Dallas, was won by the Minnesota Wild. So they go back to Minnesota. And what happens? 5-2 victory. Minnesota Wild are moving on. My team that I picked is packing. So that shows you how much I know. Am I an expert? No. I watch a shitload of hockey, though. I watch more hockey than most people. I would say that. I've watched hockey every single day, basically this whole season. And I mean, many seasons past, but it's like the off season, I'm not like all about the off season or anything. It's like I watch hockey just about every day. If you have ESPN Plus and you live in a locale that doesn't have a team, you don't have very many blacked out games, you can watch any game that you want. So 5-2, the Wild win. Crazy, you know? That was the best division in hockey all year, and all three of those teams were at some points of the year the three best teams in the NHL by points as well. Quinn Hughes, 2 goals was your first star. Faber with an assist, and then Wallstead, 21 saves. He gave up 2 goals, but he's your third star. Looks like the Wild took a early lead. Quinn Hughes got that first goal. Looks like his first goal of the playoffs. Haven't watched a ton of Wild games. I've only caught one of these Dallas-Minnesota games so far. But Hughes' first goal, that was in the first. Second period, Johnston got a power play goal. Dude's dangerous on the power play. You know that about him. He tied it up, and then Bork got the second goal for Dallas. So Dallas is actually up 2-1 in this game, deep into the second. And then Tarasenko, man, whatever happened to that guy? That guy was like on the cover of NHL games. Didn't he win? I think he won a cup with the Blues like in 2018 or something, right? Like that dude was like looking to be like the next great thing. And he got his first goal of the playoffs. That's super sick. But yeah, he's fallen off a little bit. 2-2, Quinn Hughes scores his second goal of the game in the third period to put Minnesota up 3-2. Then Boldy, empty net, 2 empty netters by Boldy to seal it. So effectively, Quinn Hughes had the game-winning goal. And it was a 3-2 game. And then, yeah, Boldy ended up with a couple unassisted empty netters. So, yeah, man, crazy. Crazy times. Dallas has been in the upper echelon of the Western Conference for many years now. Give me a moment here. I'd like to know what their finishes were over the last few years. I think they made it to the conference finals a few times, over the last 5 years, and I know they made a cup as well, or at least a run towards a cup. Let's see. So this is like their earliest exit in a while. So obviously second in the Central, lost in the first round last year. Second in the Central, 106 points. So many 100-point seasons in a row. 400-point seasons in a row. This was their second best season out of that stretch with 112 points. But last year, they beat the Avalanche in the first round in a 7-game series. We all know the Avalanche are the real deal. They beat the second round Jets, and then they lost the conference finals to the Oilers. So that's interesting that the Oilers have been in the Stanley Cup 2 years in a row and have beaten the Dallas Stars in the Stanley Cup in the Western Conference Finals 2 years in a row. So Edmonton has advanced to the Stanley Cup, which they lost both times to Florida after beating Dallas both times in the Western Conference Finals. And Dallas is sent packing, man. Sent packing. So out of those 4 years of 100-plus points, they made it to the conference finals 3 years in a row. They lost to the Knights, the Oilers, and then this year, first round exit, didn't even make it to game fucking 7. It's crazy. I was picking Dallas to get over the hump, not to regress. But yeah, 2 years before that, looks like a shortened year, right? Played 69 games. Made it to the Stanley Cup, lost the Lightning. Made the playoffs a lot over the last few years. There was a cold stretch from 2008 to 2013 where they did not qualify for the playoffs at all. But since then, man, it's consistently like second, third round. Made it to the Cup, lost, but it's kind of disappointing, man. My team that I picked, even though I am not a Dallas sports fan by any stretch of the imagination, are done for the year. Congrats to the Stars on an amazing year. Probably the toughest matchup you could have asked for in the first round besides Colorado. It's just one of the teams had to move on, man. And Minnesota's playing better hockey, so it is what it is. Second game of the day was another Western Conference game, Game 6. We had Edmonton and Anaheim. And Edmonton fans, they've been crying. They've been crying a lot. They don't understand basic geometry, or that we need to uphold the integrity of the game and call real goals in games goals. You guys lost that game, you know. I know it's upsetting. Trust me. Sabres blow a 3-1 series lead. I'll be upset too, but yeah, same score though, guys. Same score in that game. Ducks, of course, had the 3-2 series lead. The Oilers were down 3-1, and they had a monster Game 5, made it 3-2. And then the Ducks head back to Anaheim and put the absolute beat down on the Oilers, beat them 5-2, eliminate the Oilers. Let's see how those goals went down. So Terry, 1 goal and assist, first star. Lacombe, 1 assist, and Kreider, a goal and 2 assists is your third star. I'm going to butcher some of these names. Pulling scored his 4th goal of the playoffs, opened the scoring. Kreider scored his first goal of the playoffs. Then Connor Murphy, ex-Coyote. Pretty sure that Edmonton picked him up in this year, right, from Chicago. Anyway, he got his second goal of the playoffs for Edmonton, so 2-1. But then Gauthier, power play goal, 3-1 at the end of the first. Second period, Terry gets Terry gets his third goal of the playoffs. That's his first goal of the game. 4-1. And then they would never look back, really. 5-2 was the final score. Edmonton put out of their misery. They went 41, 30, and 11. So 41 wins, 30 losses, and 11 overtime losses. They were a 500 hockey team. They play 82 games. They won half of them. They're a 500 hockey team, and they have Hart Trophy finalists. They have another dude that's like an all-world player in Leon Draisaitl sharing the same line as Connor McDavid. They have the leading goal scorer amongst defensemen in Bouchard. They had another 50-goal scorer last year, the year before last, in Hyman. They have weapons. Why are they going 500? I mean, injuries. No one cares. Everyone has injuries, man. Everyone has injuries. What were the expectations for a 500 hockey team? To lose to another 500 hockey team? Guys, come on. I know that they made it to the Cup the last couple years. And I mean, we can look at their history as well. They have nothing to show for it other than a couple Western Conference championships. But I'm not saying it's time to blow it up, but it's interesting. It's interesting that Oilers fans are mad about everything, and they're mad about everything. They're mad about goal, no goal stuff. It's clearly a goal, but it shouldn't have been called a goal on the ice. Okay. Now they're getting knocked out of the playoffs in the first round by the Anaheim Ducks, one of the worst teams in the entire field. So, just a brief history of the Edmonton Oilers, just to put it in perspective. So, they obviously lost in the first round of this year's playoffs. They're out. Good riddance to you. Only a couple more Pacific Division teams to go. Lost in the Stanley Cup last year. Lost in the Stanley Cup the year before that. Lost in the second round to the Golden Knights the year before that. Lost in the conference finals to the Avalanche the year before that. Lost in the first round to the Jets in 2021. Lost to the Blackhawks in the qualifying round when we did the whole COVID bullshit. Didn't make the playoffs in 18, 19, or 17, 18. Basically did not qualify many times before that. They made a second round appearance in 2017, lost to the Ducks. Didn't qualify from 2007 till 2016. That was a rough stretch. Jesus. After representing the Western Conference in the Stanley Cup in 2006, they would not make the playoffs again for 10 years, 10 seasons. Nuts. And now, now they get close to the Stanley Cup 2 years in a row, fall short, and then get dusted by one of the worst teams in the entire field, Anaheim Ducks, pretty consistently outplayed in that series too. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got. I know we got like 3 games today, which is kind of nice because the last 2 days we've only had 2 games. Let's see here. I know we can talk about this game for sure. Game 6. Head back to Boston, Buffalo and Boston. We swept them games 3 and 4. Game 4, we made them look silly. But, yeah. Pasternak with that overtime winner in Game 5 saved their series, and we're still up a game, but I don't have a great feeling about it. We lose this game, and then it heads back to Buffalo for Game 7. Do you like your chances in that? After being up 3-1? No. Lightning and Canadiens Game 6. That's a series. Every game in that series so far, through all 5 games, has been a 1-goal game. But Canadiens got them. We're right where they want them. They head back to, looks like they head back to Montreal, too. So this game's going to be in Montreal. Up 3-2 in the series. Sabres Bruins Game 6. And then Mammoth Golden Knights Game 6. I really hope we get a Game 7 for that series. It's been a really good series. I'm not a fan of either of those teams, but I fucking hate the Golden Knights, and I hope that they fucking fumble this. They're probably going to win. They're probably going to win convincingly. But, man, I just really hope that Mammoth can knock another Pacific Division team out of the playoffs. But that's what we got for today. Saturday, we'll have a game. Oh, Saturday is when the second round is going to start. Interesting. Flyers Hurricanes, Game 1. Figured we were going to get at least until some Game 7 started to start that one, but interesting. Sunday is going to be a bunch of Game 7s if necessary. Same game slated for today will be held Sunday if they all go to Game 7. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for listening to me bitch, moan, and complain. And sorry to these guys. They gone. Y'all suck. Just kidding. Great year for both teams. I'm not a huge Oilers fan, as you guys know. I'm not a huge Dallas fan, but they made the playoffs, and they both got bounced in 6. So on to bigger and better things. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And remember, watch hockey. It's good for you.